What up? Facebook Lives. I think what up is a total RK thing. Um, anyway, I think I just also wasn't really paying attention and made a kind of dumb pull through there. Should have looked both ways a little better than I did. Anyway, hey, comment, let me know if you can tell what's different right now. What's different right now? What do you see that is different right now? If you're super observant, you will notice that I'm not driving in my car, in the van. So yesterday, we were going to the zoo to celebrate my son's first birthday. We're going to take him to the zoo, and I had a friend look at my car recently, and he ordered some parts, that wheel bearing issue, and also, I don't even know the names of the parts. Something under my car. I'm not very auto savvy. So we ordered those parts, and yesterday, about a week ago, after he looked at it, a whole bunch of lights turned on, and then yesterday on the way to the zoo, the check engine light started flashing at me. And so there was luckily a detour on one of our roads, and I was just like, you know what? I think I'm just going to turn around and take it back. So luckily, our friend Hannah is letting us borrow her car because I still have to do work, and it would be really dumb to pay $300 to rent a car and get paid like $4 to do cleaning. So it's, super blessed, Hannah, if you're watching this. Thank you so much for your generosity. So I am shooting this from her car, and her windshield is a lot closer than mine. That's why my face is all up in your face right now. So I hope you're enjoying this intimacy that we are having right now. There is a motorcycle driving like a maniac, revving his engine at other cars. But yeah, so that's a little bit what's been happening. Here's what I've been thinking about. My brain feels a little scattered right now, partly because I drove through that parking lot when I don't know why I just blew through that like that. That was really dumb because I'm distracted. Anyway, yeah, what I've been thinking about lately is I had a friend come to me who's in their 20s and is really trying to figure out what they're supposed to do with their lives. And this is something that I'm thinking about. What am I supposed to do with my life as I turn half 70 this month? I don't know if you've caught any of that content that I've been pushing out, so check that out on our Medium blog. You can see my 10 P thoughts, the letter P, as I turn half 70, just some of the things that I want to get more specific about in my life. Maybe I'll do a Facebook Live series about those P thoughts. But yeah, just trying to get super specific about what I'm doing, because I only have the amount I've lived left to really get after it. I still plan on getting after it when I'm 70, but I think that's probably when things start to slow down just a little bit. So I've got to make sure I turn up the volume to 11 this next 35 years of my life, because I got things to do. But yeah, I think a big part of that is really saying no to good things so that you can say yes to great things. And I think one of those things that I need to say no to is worship leading. I think that's something that I can do, but I'm not sure it's something that I need to be investing a ton of time in. Obviously, my job as a part-time pastor, that's required, so I'm still going to do it there. But when I get asked elsewhere, I get asked like once a quarter to do it, and I think I've got to just start saying no to that small little 2-hour commitment once a quarter, just so I have room for things in my schedule for other things. So I think that there's younger people coming up that are more passionate about that have the time to really put into practicing and learning new songs and stuff like that. I don't right now, and so I think that I need to kind of hang my extracurricular worship leading hat up right now, which is totally okay. But I think my advice for 20-somethings that are trying to figure out what they're passionate about is to create systems. Think of yourself as a machine in your 20s, and you want to be fine-tuning this machine so whatever input you put in, excellent comes out. So just developing and creating systems in your life so that whatever you put your mind to and decide to narrow in on, excellence really comes out. And I think that that's a really good thing. So for example, I think reading is just one of those disciplines and systems that you can develop in your 20s and develop that as a habit and get good and just build that muscle of sitting and just being able to comprehend, because most likely reading is going to be a part of of a skill that you're going to need for whatever you decide to be an expert in when you're going later on in life. So just developing disciplines like that now, providing the space and time for that, and just getting the reps in of doing it, even if it's not for something super specific, just getting in the good habit of doing these kind of general disciplines so that you're creating a good machine and a system to pump out excellence with whatever you do. So that's my thought for if you're in your 20s and trying to figure out what you want to be good at, what you should be focusing on. I think really it's about developing excellent habits and excellent systems, putting excellent systems in place, which are really just habits that are thought through and planned well, so that whatever input you put in, whatever topic, whatever thing you're trying to be an expert in, you already have the ability to be an expert in a variety of subjects. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So those are my thoughts for Wednesday. And here's another random thought. When you're parking in a department store, they're not called department store, whatever, warehouse store, I always try to next to the cart returns so that I can return my cart easily. That's something that I do. Also, parking close, I feel like you can find closer spots farther away, if that makes sense. So not trying to get so close to the door. You can be further away, but you can still be closer to the curb as well. So those are my 2 parking tips for you as you approach Costco wholesale. So yeah, random Wednesday thoughts. I'm gonna head home and put the kiddo to bed so that my wife can do some more work. So that's it. Finished cleaning. Finished The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. Schwartz. Was very good. I'm going to go back and listen to it again. A lot of just good takeaways on work ethic and stuff like that. So yeah, figure out the mechanics of a good life. What are the disciplines you need to be implementing to make sure that life is good and that you're excellent at what you do, and start implementing those things, even if it's not super specific. Just put the reps in. All right, that's it. Say hello. Goodbye.